Well, with a lower than expected deficit, Saskatchewan's provincial budget has been tabled. Now, municipalities across the province, including Lloydminster, are taking a look at how the budget will affect them at home. Adam McVicker with more.
Saskatchewan's reliance on resource revenues took its toll on the 2017 budget, a projected deficit of $685 million and an increase to the PST to 6%. Mayor Gerald Albers remains optimistic.
Will there be a huge impact on our city? I don't think so, because we were discussing some of the options around the changing of PST, and because of our exemption that exists today, a lot of the changes that will be felt throughout Saskatchewan will have very minimal effects, if any, right in the city of Lloydminster.
Lloydminster's construction industry is less optimistic. Tax exemptions for construction services were waived, making Saskatchewan the only province in Western Canada to tax construction labor.
Kind of puts Saskatchewan at a bit of a competitive disadvantage, being the only province that does charge the PST on the construction labor. But yeah, it's going to be the owners that feel it for sure.
Good news, though, for local school divisions. The government put the brakes on school board amalgamation. In a blog post, LPSD's Director of Education made the announcement they would be sticking with Saskatchewan. As for Lloydminster's wastewater treatment plant project, no word on funding in the 2017 capital plan, but wastewater grants did see notable cash.
They know we've applied, and they know that we're out in Lloydminster, and they know what we need. Now the question is, will that need be addressed? So that will be forthcoming from the government.
Despite the cuts, Lloydminster will see an increase in its share of PST revenue in 2017, a $900,000 increase to over $2.2 million.
The state of the economy is what drives that 1% to revenue sharing that we have with provincial government. So if the government has more revenue, they will share more with us. But it's all subject to what happens in the 2017-2018 fiscal year.
The city now looking at their options as they move forward with operations in 2017.
We certainly have seen 3 budgets in 2 weeks now, 2 provincial budgets and a federal budget. Certainly we will be analyzing them just like everybody else, looking at the options that hopefully we can garner to try and take advantage of federal and provincial grants and money that might be available to assist our city.
Adam McVicker, Newcap News.
The annual showcase is back at the Lloyd this weekend, and the city's largest trade show has a lifestyle and leisure feel to it, with booths and seminars to get you thinking about what you need this spring season. Chantel Germo with the details.
Being in Lloydminster for about 31 years, Showcase gives a chance for businesses across the region to connect with the community they serve.
It started out as kind of a farm home show, and then we've kind of morphed it into a home garden show. Then we went to a full show that actually supports the whole community, where all businesses can come in and promote and market to our whole region.
Cliff Jameson, representing his wife's business, has been a part of the show for 3 years. He says that the timing of the show is perfect to exhibit home and garden, as many people are starting to think about the upcoming seasons.
It gives everybody an opportunity, no matter what you're interested in, to come and see, because there's such a wide variety of booths here at the showcase.
As spring cleaning and sunny days are on the horizon, some of the booths offer ways and products that can help people fix up their houses inside and out. But if that doesn't interest you, there's plenty for everyone.
We got a pretty well-rounded seminar base for people to come and take in the show, relax and learn.
Chantel Germo, Newcap News.
The 2017 President's Gala is underway at Lakeland College. This is the 5th year the gala has taken place, which raises funds for the Lakeland Student Awards program, which has enjoyed a record year of fundraising, surpassing $1.5 million this year. Among the silent auction items are bat and bee houses and a custom-built fire pit, courtesy of Lakeland students. President Alice Wainwright Stewart says they have much to celebrate in 2017.
And we hope that as our students receive some of the awards from this, that they will also reflect on what they can do as a community leader in the future.
Wainwright Stewart adds it's also a testament to how much support Lakeland receives from its community.
Our students' success is really reflected in what they've done and given back to us to make that happen.
The evening's entertainment, headlined by singer-songwriter Beverly Mahood. Due to unforeseen circumstances, George Canyon was unable to perform. And it's a sure sign of spring, the annual showcase event, as previously mentioned, but you also have a chance to take in Ukrainian dancing on the border this weekend. Heather Klages has the details in this week's What's Happening.
There might still be a few flakes of snow lingering, but a sure sign that spring is here is that showcase is underway this weekend out at the Lloyd X grounds. You've got a great opportunity to head out and get everything you need to enjoy spring and summer, and check out some of the different people who are going to be here. They've got the Outdoorsman stage with Dana White from Fatal Impact TV, Anthony Springer with Wheat King Productions. They've also got the DIY stage featuring Lloydminster Real Deals on Home Decor and Quintessential Designs, and that's just a few of the special guests that you'll be able to see out at the Lloyd X grounds this weekend. It runs tomorrow from 10 until 7 and then Sunday 11 to 5. The Lloyd X grounds is a busy place this weekend, so is the Vic Juba Community Theatre. That's where you're going to find the 12th annual Ukrainian Dancing on the Border Festival. Dance groups from Alberta and Saskatchewan will be on stage. You're going to see some incredible dancers, some really great costumes as well. You can head out and check it out this weekend at the Vic Juba Community Theatre. If you need some music to drive to this weekend or to dance to this weekend, we want you to win a copy of country duo Autumn Hill's latest album, Anchor. It includes the hits Blame and Mixtape, and if you want a copy, it's really easy. All you have to do is email your name and daytime phone number to tvcontests@newcap.ca. We want to say thanks to John at Universal Music Canada for setting us up with the music. And you can support the Lloydminster Air Cadets by getting your ticket for their fundraising Steak Night. Steak Night's going to be held at the Canadian Brew House coming up on Thursday. Well, whatever you choose to do this weekend, I hope you have a great one. I'm Heather Klages, and that's what's happening.
Football season is nearly upon us, and the Red Dogs have been tuning up for their first game in Edmonton. Each week, Newcap will preview a different Red Dogs unit, and this week we start with the 3 players taking snaps.
Garrett Musgrave, Lloydminster, Alberta. Lloydie, where's the hut?
Don Baku, Lloydminster, Alberta. Anton Amandrew, Lloydminster, Alberta.
I want to be a positive attitude to all the guys, help out as much as I can, go into positions that they want me in, and just be a team player.
He can throw, he can run outside the box. A lot of quarterbacks have to stay in the box, or they can only scramble. Garrett has both. So he's got a deep ball, he's got a strong arm on him, but if that doesn't work, he can scramble outside the box and make 5 to 10 yards on any given play just by his running athleticism.
I want to be a leader. I want to lead this team to a championship, win some games.
Dante's throw is accuracy we're working on, but he's got a great long ball, and as you can see as a receiver, he's probably going to be probably one of the best ranked receivers in the league this year, and he's a grade 10.
I just want to be the best I can be, and hopefully the vets can be proud of me and have trust in me when we go on the field.
To throw the ball as you're a grade 10 or a grade 11, but he's only in grade 9, that speaks volumes. We'll work on his scrambling ability outside the box, but let's face it, you're grade 9 and you got grade 11s coming at you. It's a whole different fear factor, we'll call it, and for him, he's taking it well.
Oh yeah. I expect us to all be respectful of each other and don't put anyone down. Just keep picking each other up.
I hope they give 110% every practice. They want it as much as everyone else, and they're out there for their starting position, and they want to play football.
Team, work hard every day, every practice, every game. Hopefully bring home some wins.
Win the championship.
Win a championship. Be successful.
What is successful?
Winning games.
How many games?
All of them, as many as we can.
The saying, "It couldn't happen to a nicer guy," is true for Dr. Merle Olson, who is this year's recipient of the Award for Innovation. Gerard Lampow finds out how this scientist is pushing the boundaries of pharmacology and animal medicine.
Before that, I was a chemist. So both my chemistry and my veterinary medicine I use every day.
Following over 20 years of research at the University of Calgary, Dr. Merle Olson realized his team had developed numerous products but lacked the capability to commercialize them. Fast forward to 2017, he's Vice President of Research and Business Development at Solvit in Calgary, the only pharmaceutical manufacturer in Alberta.
Now we're going to start manufacturing things that are needed by the public. So we make products that are needed for the human side plus the veterinary ones.
Nearly 40 pharmaceutical applications are on the go at Solvit, including treatments for lice and other parasites. But the big game changer is meloxicam, the only painkiller in North America approved for use in commercial cattle.
So meloxicam is our pain control drug that we developed for cattle. And actually now we're working on for other species.
Once these drugs are registered, they will be available for horses, pigs, sheep and goats. In cattle, procedures like castrations and dehorning can be done using pain mitigation, which is a major change for animal welfare. All these achievements have not gone unnoticed. Alberta Farm Animal Care, AFAC, at its annual conference in Leduc, acknowledged Dr. Olson with its award for innovation.
The contributions that he's made with the development of a number of those drugs and his compassion for the industry, it was very obvious when he stood up there that he's not doing it for anything other than, he thinks it's the right thing to do.
Dr. Olson, in accepting the award, remains happy to be working with his staff who shares his passion.
That recognition of doing what I really wanted to do and making a contribution to the whole industry, that really is an honor.
Gerard Lampow, Newcap News.
It's been nearly 2 weeks since the Lakeland Rustlers women's volleyball team left Victoria, BC with a national championship, but they may not be the only team in the border city to win volleyball gold. The Lloydminster Rustlers under-16 women's club team competes in Sask Cup number 3 this weekend. The Rustlers begin the tournament as the 7th seed, and the focus is staying in the Division 1 bracket, despite the possibility of falling to Tier 2.
The whole year we've been building to get in there, and we're finally in. And it doesn't really matter what place you finish in that top bracket, you still get stuck with a crossover match. So the whole season kind of comes down to that one crossover match. And if you win it, great. And if you have a bad game, then your season's kind of gone right at that moment. So it's a big game. It's a big weekend.
With the crossover game a near certainty, Lloydminster is relishing the opportunity to play in a must-win scenario.
Anytime the girls have been in a pressure situation, they've stepped up, they've performed, and they've done well. So I expect the same thing this weekend.
We're all super excited, a little bit nervous. We got some big competition, but it's all been something we've been looking forward to for a long time. We've always wanted to be in this position. We like being put under pressure. We always play best.
Unlike any of the other teams in the tournament, the U16 Rustlers have had the ability to draw inspiration from another successful team.
We have an awesome college team that we all get to look up to, that we all get to be like, and we all get to learn from them, and hopefully one day we get to be in that position when we get to go to nationals.
We certainly, as coaches, bring the inspiration from how the Lady Rustlers did this year into our practices and in their demeanor and how they carry themselves and in their gameplay, and we hope our girls will replicate that on the court, and we certainly promote them.